Hi everyone, this is Karen Templeton, Director of Communications with the Office of the Provost, and I am joined today by Ashley Neyer, who is the Director of UAB's Education Abroad, and they have been on quite the roller coaster lately with the pandemic. But I want to start with some really good news. We know that we had to delay travel for students, but we just found out that you all are the recipients of an IDEAS grant. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're so honored to be recognized by the Department of State for this capacity building grant, especially in this era of COVID-19. So this grant is funded by the Department of State with World Learning, and our initiatives are to increase financial accessibility for our faculty-led programs through our Faculty Fellows Initiative. With our Faculty Fellows Initiative, faculty get to participate in best practices workshops throughout the year to design their new faculty-led programs and are thus awarded a $1,500 grant at the conclusion of the program to apply towards their faculty-led program. The IDEAS grant actually is going to double this amount to bring it to $3,000 per faculty fellow for the cohort that concluded. It was our inaugural cohort last year that concluded in April, as well as the upcoming cohort for this academic year. In addition, the grant is going to support the partnership that we recently launched with Aberystwyth University in Wales and UAB with cultural programming for the inaugural cohort to depart in January of 2021, pending all health and safety awareness is good to go at that time. The relationship between Wales and UAB is extremely valuable, and we're really excited and grateful that this grant will allow us to highlight the historical connection and promote cultural awareness.
It's really great news, and one of only 24 schools
Yeah.
who received this grant. So a lot of hard work went into that. With travel being postponed for now, how are you engaging with students about future travel? Are you encouraging them to jump on board? What's the strategy?
Yeah, so although COVID-19 threw us a curveball back in March and we had to postpone all of travel here through December, our team has been very busy advising students on virtual experiences as well as future semesters. We actually typically work about a year in advance with advising students. So we're already busy advising students for spring 21 and summer 21, as well as beyond that time period. So for any student that is interested in an experience now, who may be on a tight timeline with graduation, we have our virtual experiences that we're offering through our affiliate partners. And then we're also working with students to develop their academic plans to fit in a study abroad here starting spring and summer 21.
Now imagine news about this grant, which we've been sharing and everyone can read about it in this newsletter, helps with some of that recruiting students and getting them interested as well as faculty members.
Right. It really does. And with being able to take these grants and focus them on the faculty-led programs is going to bring down the cost per student, which is going to make it a lot more accessible for our students to participate with fewer financial obligations.
Well, that's really good news, especially during this difficult time. And how can your colleagues in the Office of the Provost be helpful in what you're doing as far as advancing interest in education abroad and supporting students who are who might be in a tough spot right now?
Yeah, so while travel may be on hold for the moment, I think it's really important to remember that our students are seeking these experiences and they have really shown us that they are going to be ready to travel when it is safe. And so I really encourage everyone to continue challenging students to consider the global context and thinking beyond our borders. It is something that's really important for our students as they move into the professional world beyond UAB, that they need to have these global experiences and they need to be thinking about it now. And so I think it's really important for everybody to continue challenging our students. And great things are happening for our students in with education abroad here at UAB. And it's just an amazing time for faculty to consider how they can become involved, whether it's through our faculty fellows program, developing a faculty-led program, or even just sitting down with us to figure out how education abroad can really support their department in achieving the internationalization goals. We're here and we're ready to sit down and help them figure that out.
I'm really appreciative of all that you do, and I love to follow Education Abroad on social media, on Instagram especially, because it reminds me that we all will get to travel again. And
Absolutely.
speaking of travel, what's your background?
So my background is in Prague, Czech Republic, a place near and dear to my heart, and actually somewhere that I was supposed to travel this September, but I'll be having some wanderlust in the meantime.
I'm experiencing similar things. It helps get us through.
Exactly, exactly. I figure if we can't be traveling abroad, I at least have to have it in my background to remind me that someday we'll be back on the plains and experiencing new cultures and new ways.
Well, that is excellent to remember and makes me feel really hopeful. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Yeah, thank you.